Hey guys, it's Karen. Welcome back. I hope you're all doing well. I wasn't even planning on making a video today. I was just, I don't know, this morning I was in one of those, I guess you'd say a rut or something, where you just keep thinking and thinking and thinking. And I just thought, this is ridiculous. I started reading today out of my Everyday Women's Bible, and it's amazing. Like the day, I know it's April 1st, but you know, because this goes by, you know, the month and everything, and I started reading. You know, they have a Psalm and they have an Old and New Testament and a proverb and then a little insight and all that. But when I was reading the Psalm, it's just like the Lord knew that that's what I needed to hear. I was feeling down, you know, down this morning because well, on my Instagram, I am starting to show more home, inside the home pictures because, well, one of my loves is just cozy cottage, farmhouse, decorating. And I thought, well, why can't I just mix it with my, you know, my Instagram, my fashion? I do a little bit of that because on my LTK, I do show fashion and cozy decorating. And so I got to thinking, well, there are a few people I do follow on Instagram that, you know, that I just love, you know, and finally, you know, I've been posting a little bit more of my pictures, you know, of the decorating or whatever. And let's see, I want to say probably 5 of them followed me back. You know, and I just got to thinking, you know, that's what I was doing. I was just thinking this morning, like, why is it that on Instagram or even YouTube, you know, everybody thinks you have to have one little niche, you know, and see, even on YouTube, you know me, I do a little bit of everything. But on Instagram, it was basically just fashion. I think I did a few home things, but, and I would go over to these people, you know, and, you know, like I said, you know, I think it was about 5 that have followed me, you know, of course you have to comment and, sometimes I would message them, you know, gosh, I love your house. You know, I, started following you and I'm starting to show more farmhouse decor and all that. But seriously, the ones that did follow me, those are the ones that have a good heart. Those are the ones that, you know, really care, you know. And I was just thinking this morning, you know, I really, really want to grow my Instagram, you know, into more of a farmhouse, cottage decor account. Plus, you know, of course, the fashion would be linked in there, you know, somewhere in there too, because that's the way I kind of advertise my LTK and everything. And I remember this one gal that when the kitchen was getting redone, before we decided to just keep the old cupboards, I kept messaging her about things like, because they completely remodeled an old home, but they moved, the home they lived in was the way I wanted to do my kitchen. And she was really good about answering me back, you know, and everything. And then she would come over to my Instagram, you know, and it was just like, oh my God, you're not doing home stuff. You're, you know, fashion or something. And like, she just completely, you know, ignored me, you know, like, it's like, and so I was just thinking this morning, I am not, no way going to let you guys make me feel like I'm not good enough, like my house is not good enough. I understand my home is, gosh, how old is it? I wrote it down because I moved in 1989. And I understand it's not a new home like most of these people on Instagram have. I get it. And then it's like, well, is my home too humble? Or things are going through my mind, like, is my home just, is it not new enough? Is it just not good enough? What exactly, who do they follow back? And I was just in one of those slumps this morning. I know it was bad, and I shouldn't be doing that, but it just kind of, it just, you know, I was just going through this, like trying to figure it out, because I told myself I am not ever going to be treated like I was when I first started YouTube. I'm not ever going to go through a process like that. When I started my YouTube account in 2017, it's been a while, I had this vision, you know, I knew there was a certain community, a mature community of women, and I just saw for sure, oh gosh, these women over 50, 60, 70, you know, they're going to be just amazing, you know, they're going to want to, you know, subscribe and make me feel wanted and welcome. Well, it didn't work out that way. And there was just one that truly, actually two. One is still on YouTube, and that truly made me feel comfortable and so sweet to me. And the one isn't on YouTube anymore, unfortunately. I miss her every day, but my prayers are with you, Natalie, every day. The other one is, you know who you are. We share dogs. Yeah, and I told myself, I'm not going to be treated like that again, you know? And what happened was I spent too much time messing with them, which was foolish of me, but at that time I didn't know. And then finally I moved on, and it was the best thing. I found so many great people, and I wasn't going to run it through my mind, like, why didn't they like me? I get it. I don't do retin-A. I don't do actually anything. I never, ever got Botox. I never will. I'm scared to death of it. I'm just growing old gracefully, I guess you'd say. And so maybe that's why they didn't like me. I don't know, you know. But, and then, you know, I was sitting here this morning, and, well, one thing I did do, and it needed to be done when I was going through that, you know, first starting YouTube, you know, the Lord told me to pray for him, you know, you pray for him. And that's what you're supposed to do. You know, when people are rude and make you feel unwanted, you pray for them. And I did that, and it did make me feel better, because I just moved on and I prayed for them. You know, they were on my pray list. And so now I have the best tribe, and I'm not kidding you guys, all of you. I just think the world of you. I can't even imagine, you know. I have the best tribe, and you know, God does that to us. This is kind of like a little speech in a way. Maybe my grandkids will hear it someday. I don't know if they watch me now, but sometimes God does that to you to move on, get out of there. You know, they're not good for you, and I thank him every day for it. But now when it came to Instagram, you know, I told myself I'm not gonna go through this, you know, like them making me feel like I don't have this fancy new home, and you know, I'm just not good enough for them or whatever. And so, you know, and I was feeling down, you know, this morning, but not because of the 5 people on Instagram that are home people and followed me back. No, I love them so much. And you know, we're great friends. And so, you know, because I for some reason, the world is getting very materialistic, very materialistic. I remember, you know, being young and having kids. None of these huge, huge homes were being even built. People, like if you got, you know, it's a pretty well known, a split level home, you know, those were like, you know, the main thing, you know, you, maybe 1,600 square feet or 14, I don't know what they were, but you never ever seen these huge, huge homes that everybody is buying, and like to this day, I have no idea how they afford them. But I mean, these homes on Instagram, some of them, now I don't follow those kind of people. I like more of the cozy vintage people that go to flea markets, but they still got a fancy home or something. But I do not follow these LTK people that, I mean, some of those girls, I mean, their home is like, it's unreal. Like, I mean, the living room is so high, the ceilings are so high. It's like, I always wonder, like, don't you freeze or something? I don't know. They're beautiful. They are beautiful. And in no way am I jealous, because, you know, just worrying about one house payment would probably do me in. But I wanted to come on today and just kind of talk to you guys, you know, like you are my friends and everything. And I'm sure we all go through these periods because we're kind of getting into when the world is, and as it says in the Bible, in the latter days, people will become materialistic and they will be lovers of money. And I keep telling myself that, you know, I do not want to be one of those people. I do not want to be somebody that is out there buying this huge, humongous home, you know. I mean, but then I keep seeing it so much, and it's like, well, that's what the Bible says, in the latter days, that's the way it will be. So I feel a lot better. I'm just, you know, I read my Psalm for today, and it was Psalm 73, 1 to 28. And for some reason, God knew that this is what I needed to read. And so I'm going to read that to you all. And so hopefully you'll stay with me. Okay, Psalm 73, and it's a psalm of Asaph. Truly, God is good to Israel, to those whose hearts are pure. But as for me, I almost lost my footing. My feet were slipping, and I was almost gone. For I envied the proud. When I saw them prosper despite their wickedness, they seemed to live such painless lives. Their bodies are so healthy and strong. They don't have troubles like other people. They are not plagued with problems like everyone else, and they wear pride like a jeweled necklace and clothe themselves with cruelty. These fat cats have everything their hearts could ever wish for. They scoff and they speak only evil. They boast. They scoff and speak only evil. In their pride, they seek to crush others. They boast against the very heavens, and their words strut throughout the earth. And so the people are dismayed and confused and drinking in all these words. What does God know, they ask. Does the Most High even know what's happening? Look at these wicked people enjoying a life of ease while their riches multiply. Did I keep my heart pure for nothing? Did I keep myself innocent for no reason? I get nothing but trouble all day long. Every morning brings me pain. If I had really spoken this way to others, I would have been a traitor to your people. So I tried to understand why the wicked prosper. But what a difficult task it is. And then I went into your sanctuary, O God, and I finally understood the destiny of the wicked. Truly, you put them on a slippery path, and send them sliding over the cliff to destruction. In an instant, they are destroyed, completely swept away by terrors. When you arise, O Lord, you will laugh at their silly ideas, as a person laughs at dreams in the morning. And then I realized that my heart was bitter, and I was all torn up inside. I was so foolish and ignorant. I must have seemed like a senseless animal to you. And yet I still belong to you. You hold my right hand. You guide me with your counsel, leading me to a glorious destiny. Whom have I in heaven but you? I desire you more than anything on earth. My health may fail and my spirit may grow weak, but God remains the strength of my heart. He is mine forever. Those who desert him will perish, for you destroy those who abandon you. But as for me, how good it is to be near God. I have made the sovereign Lord my shelter, and I will tell everyone about the wonderful things you do. And then at the end, they got like a little insight, and I'm going to read that. We all struggle with envy at times, longing for what the girl over there has that we don't. It starts when we're young and want whatever the latest fad is, and it continues to adulthood with the house, the car, the kids, or vacations we wish we could have. The psalmist Asaph writes about envy in Psalm 73, asserting that the wicked seem to live painless, problem-free lives. With rich images, he expresses all his feelings, and then in verse 17, he comes to a turning point when he goes up to God's house and is reminded of the truth. Whatever wealth we have in this life, it won't go with us into the next, but God holds our hand. He is ours forever, and he shelters us with his loving care. Let this psalm challenge you and encourage you when you're tempted to want what someone else has. God has already given you exactly what you need, and that is himself. So after I read that, and I knew that, but it just made me feel better. And so I'm just going to leave you all with the notion that if you ever go through struggles in life, if you maybe go through jealous people that make you feel like they don't want you in their tribe, just move on, but pray for them. And God will get you into the place where you belong. He did for me. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful day. Did I tell you the reason I made a video today? It's because the next 4 days are going to be straight rain here. And I have no idea if it's going to be really bad storms. I'm hoping not, but I do know my house gets very dark when it does that. So I thought I'd do this today. Love you all.